a little
You're
bit.
starting now.
Yes.
Well,
Hello,
hello.
everybody.
Hello.
Can they see me? Can everybody see me?
Yes, they can. So I welcome you to webinar, an interview with Asel Sydykova. My name is Roland, and I will be the host, and we'll do our best to give you as much value as possible with this webinar. So I would like to welcome here with us Asel, who will be actually touring around Eastern Europe this fall and doing workshops in 8 different countries. So hello, Asel.
Hello, everybody. Hello from London.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. How are you? I hope you're fantastic too.
Yes, I'm doing great. I'm doing great as well. So, can you tell a little bit shortly what is your story? As this is really interesting.
My story is to make it short, to make it really quick. I'm just gonna give you a little brief. I am the business development director for a company called Success Resources, and we are the leading seminar organizers in the world today. But I'm also the head of sales department, and I am the lead trainer for Success Resources. So, but as I say, my life wasn't always like that. And when I came 8 years ago to London, obviously without speaking any English, without having any experience, job experience, without having any specific good kind of training, I came and looking for a job, struggling for so long, applying for all this, sending thousands and thousands of CVs and resumes. Um, I found the job in a little cafe. So I worked as a dishwasher, but I kind of continued. My mind was always set to the ambitions, the dreams that I had were always kept me going. I always was determined to make my way to succeed, to make it happen for myself and for my parents. So I also started several businesses. I failed several businesses. I um, I also opened my own coaching academy of success where the Russian-speaking people um, learn a lot from me personally, but I also have now a few other coaches who also train and help people to progress in life. So, in short, in scope, this is who I am.
All right,
Thank you, Roland. Back to you.
that's great. So, but where did you get this courage to really go to London without knowing any language and just going there and starting? Where did you take this courage?
I think when you have something that you know that exists and you can have it, I think you go for it. And but then it's linked very much into how much you really believe you can achieve it. So it's really that self-belief that really helps you to get that courage to go after what you want in life.
Okay, and but what is your where do you get like the motivation to get started with pursuing your dreams as you
Okay,
really come
yeah,
through
that's a good
long
question.
journey?
Yeah, that's a good question, Ron. So, where do you get motivation? And the interesting thing, I was chatting yesterday to this young guy, and whom I know really well. And what happened to him is that few years ago he lost his job, his wife left him, and he got into big debt. His brother became an alcoholic, so he kind of hit the rock bottom. And after his wife left, he said that I lost any motivation. And the guy is extremely talented. He is an extremely talented musician, and he has everything he's been gifted by God. He's been gifted these talents that he could actually bring out and make not only a living but maybe a health and also be very happy. But what happens, he lost his motivation, and he came to the point when he became almost homeless. So and he didn't have anything to eat. He lost his self-confidence, everything. And when I was speaking to him yesterday, he actually said, how do I find my motivation? I have no reasons to do anything because I don't have the big reason why. And I think it all comes down to, we human beings by nature, we don't we rarely do anything just for ourselves. I want to get rich for me, so I can have a car or clothes or whatever. It's very rarely. Usually when we want something, when we have this motivation, it's usually for somebody. It's either people say it's for my children, it's for, I don't know, my spouse, it's for something, for I want to help to the charity or whatever it is. But it's very rarely when we humans say, I want this for me, just for me. And I think my biggest motivation was growing up, when you're a child, it's like you want to have the, bicycle that your friends have, or being a girl, like you want to have the beautiful coats that they're wearing in school, that you just want to have it. But when your parents cannot afford it and they say, you know what, we don't have money, you grow up and think, I'm gonna grow up one day and I'm gonna have everything and I'm gonna make sure you, mom and dad, have it all. So I think the motivation came from big desire to make it happen no matter what, to look after my parents and make sure that they spend the rest of their life not depriving themselves anything, whether it's a car, whether it's a beautiful house, whether it's a holidays, travel, clothes, whatever it is. It was my biggest motivation. I needed to make it happen for them. And I knew that I had this little sister then, well, she's now graduated in uni, and I knew that she needed to go to university. And I knew that if I don't make it, nobody would be able to pay for education. And her dream was to do the art school, the art academy. So these are my biggest whys. This is where I find motivation. This is what gets me out of bed every morning, makes me to do all these things. Even when you feel fear, you still keep going. You feel you cannot do it, but then you find it thinking, if I'm not gonna do it, then it's gonna affect my family. So this is where you find the drive every day, that passion. So you have to have that big why for, like, you want to do it, why, and the courage, motivation just comes. Yeah, thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Asel. So, but how do you keep the motivation up when the things go hard?
Yeah, there's at some points when you feel down. It's a normal thing. Even wealthy people, even successful people, even people with very energized and motivated and super positive, they have the time when you just feel down. It can be anything, and you do feel down and you might lose your motivation. That means you haven't, if it's just a temporary thing, it's fine. You can just have a little kind of pity party. Oh, I'm stressed, I'm demotivated, I'm feeling sad, upset, down. You just have your little pity party for a day. You kind of, don't stress yourself, chill out. You kind of let it for a day, that little pity party. But then you kind of wake up the next day and say, hey, I'm back on track now. I'm back on going after my dreams. I'm back on going after my goals. But the main reason I think people lose their motivation is because they are chasing the wrong dream. When they're chasing someone else's dream. Like, let's say my dad wanted, like somebody told me, one of my coaching clients said, my dad always wanted me to be a doctor. So I was chasing the dream. I was studying in uni and he became extremely demotivated and stressed, depressed. And the reason being, he was chasing someone else's dream. So if you get caught in that, then you will lose the motivation along the way. Along the way, somewhere you will just get stuck, and then you're thinking, what's happening? I thought that was my dream, but in reality, that means it wasn't your dream.
Okay, so
So you need to find your real true passion, your real true dream. This is what you need to find. And by the way, this was a very commonly, very widely asked question. They say, "Oh, but then I don't know my ambition. I don't know my purpose. How do I find it?" The thing is, it will come to you when you're doing something that you love to do, and if you do it naturally well, naturally better than other people. That's your gift. That's your natural talent. And if you enjoy doing it, you just have to keep doing it, because if you do something well and do it with love, with passion, that means you are contributing to the world. That means you are giving out. That means that's you living your purpose and your dream. And it's sometimes it's hard. People say I can't find it, but you will find it. You just have to see what's happening. I also didn't find. I didn't know that my strong skill was to motivate people. My strong skill was to get people into action fast, to make them moving, progress, get them on the right track. And I didn't know until I started doing it to all my friends, to all my family, my brothers, my sisters, and they were experiencing this change. So I've realized, hey, I'm doing it well and I love it. I'm passionate, and this is how this is your purpose in life. So discover what is it yours, and then you will never lose a motivation.
that's a good one. Thank you, Azal. So let's go a little bit about the into you going into London again. So you basically you build yourself up from scratch in a big city like London. So can you give some what were some of the key factors that help you do that? So because there's a lot of people out there looking for opportunities, want to go to the big cities or wherever and really succeed there. So what was your key reasons?
Okay, my key reason, I think for me, the main thing is that determination, and it's like I didn't expect any other results apart from success. For me, it's like when I'm going into something, it's not like I'm gonna try it, but rather I know I'm gonna make it happen. No matter how many challenges I'm gonna go through, no matter how many obstacles and roadblocks and everything, I knew that I have to keep going. It's not when you set your mind and you have this 100% certainty. It's like the certainty that when people speaking to you, they say, you know what, I believe you. I think you're gonna make it happen. That's the certainty I'm talking about. When you say, and then of course there are certain character traits, like certain um, qualities you have to have, like you have to have never give up attitude. You have to learn how to overcome a big stresses or whatever, or downfalls very quickly. Means you fell down flat on your face and it's painful and it's hurting and you don't feel like getting up. You still get up, you kind of dust yourself off, you cry a little bit, you complain a little bit for 5 minutes, and then you get up and say, hey, what is the next step? So same like in a big city, people come in a big city, and if their mindset like set on, hey, you know what, I don't speak any English, I don't have any experience, I don't have any money, I'm just gonna go work, do something, I don't know, be a cleaner or whatever. Um, but the thing is, if you know what you want and you coming, it doesn't matter what cities it is, London, Africa, whatever it is, but you must clearly know what is it that you want. Do you want do you want to achieve something, become big, or do you want to just become someone who contributes all the time? Do you want to be whatever it is your dream? It doesn't matter what city it is, but you must have a clarity. The one of the things you have to be very, very clear. What do you want? It's not like one day you want to be rich, next day, I don't want to be rich. One day you want to be successful, next day, I'm okay as I am. One day you want to have this, next day, So you basically, it's like you order a pizza, and you call back in about 10 minutes and say, oh, never mind, you know. So you have to kind of know clearly what you want. This is one of the things I would say.
Okay, so but when you will start all over again, going to London, what will be the first things that you do there?
You mean like a step by step?
Yeah.
I think the first step, once you clarify, like once you get very crystal clear, this is what I want, this is who I want to become, then you have to sit down and make what? You have to make a plan, right? You've got to have a plan. It's like plan of action. Like what are you doing? Who are the people? So you kind of explore what are the resources you have. They might be very little, like who are the people that you might need to get in contact? What are the people you need to meet, whatever? What are the emails you need to send? What are the things you need to do? Whatever, maybe you need to start on a job in a small position in order to be able to learn something great skill that you need. Whatever it is, you need an action plan. So first thing, make an action plan and then go into it. Whatever, I'm not saying to you you're gonna come and then you can straight away become what you want, but it's a step. First step is make an action plan and start doing every single day, step by step. Like do action, take an action every single day. So don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go out there and find them. Go out there, meet people, because people are the ones who brings us opportunities. People are the ones who notice us. People are the one who recognize the gifts in us, and then this is how they come. So don't wait for opportunities to turn up at your door. Go out there, meet people, call people, email them, speak to them, talk about your gifts, interact, do everything possible, and then from there it's gonna channel you slowly. The universe, once you take an action, you're gonna find one step and then something's gonna come up, you take on it, you do it, and then you move to the next step. This is how you come. But of course, work on it must be not only action, but you must feed your mind every day. It means every single day take time aside and listen to motivational, inspirational videos, read the book, meet those inspiring people, do something every single day. So you kind of keep putting the, in fireplace, you're going to put the coals in your fire so it keep burning. Yeah.
All right. So I'll take a question that we have from a participant. So Mihai is asking, how do you turn motivation into action? So how do you turn your thoughts, dreams to actions?
Okay. Thank you, Mihai, for the question. So how do you turn your motivation into action? It's true, like if it's just naked motivation and you're not doing anything, it's like you know, it's like they say, what happens if you um, they say, what happens if you motivate bunch of people who never taken any action, who just bunch of idiots? They say, what's gonna happen when you motivate them? You're gonna have bunch of motivated idiots, right? So the difference between those people who just get motivated and do nothing and people who motivate themselves and take action is that these people take action. Means when you have this motivation, you sit down and say again, what is my next step? Is it a phone call? It's still in action. Is it the meeting? It's still in action. Is it sitting down and writing the first chapter of your book? It's an action. Is it sit down and record just the first few notes of your song or the tracks, put some beats together? That's an action. Every single day it's an action. If you want to do it, you can do it like what I do for myself and my customers, clients, some coaching classes. Do the 1 hour project focus, I call it for myself. Means you do it something that contributes to your big goal. So you have this motivation, but you do put aside 1 hour a day when you say, this is, I call my project focus. Means my dream focus, a project focus. And then you do in that 1 hour, you clearly focus on taking an action. Means, again, I'm saying, make that phone call, send that email, meet that person, write a chapter of your book, record your song, paint the picture, whatever it is, every single day. Because if you're going to wait and say, I'm going to take action maybe tomorrow, it's not going to happen. Do it every single day, 1 hour a day, then you increase.
All right, thank you. So,
Mhm.
yeah, we can consider your career as quite successful. So,
Thank you.
how do people, how do could they have other people have also more success in their career? So, what are
Mhm.
some of your suggestions?
To be successful in your career, that's the whole question. Yeah, yes. I think to be successful in your career is like this. I'll give you step by step. Once when I just came to Success Resources, and when I was just a tea girl, making tea and stuff like that. And the lady who I was working under her, and she would be like, "Hey, go make me a tea." And then I would bring her tea, and she would say, "Are you stupid? This tea is not the right one. You have to put more milk." Then I would run, bring more milk, and they say, "Then you put wrong sugar. Go make me more sugar." So it's you bringing and you think, how am I gonna become successful here, right? What you do is I sat down and I thought, how? And one day I was flying in a plane with this very successful lady. It's just happened to be okay. So and then she drew, and I was reading the book, and the book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Okay, I was reading this book. So I was sitting in a plane, and then she said, "Oh, what book are you reading?" I said, "That's the book I'm reading." "Oh, okay." She said, "Can I draw something at the back of your book?" So she took my book and she drew at the back. When you start in any company, you first you are invisible. Means you come to the company and you're nobody there, right? You're just beginning, you're nobody there. People don't really much care about you. They might notice you, but mainly you're invisible. So at that stage, all you do is serve people. Means if you've been told make a tea, make a tea. If you've been told go bring me this, you bring this. So you serve on the first stage, okay? If you excel at that, you see, when I do anything, I do it well. So if you ask me to do this, I do it really well. I give it all my 100%. Okay, so I served and I done every little task I've been given with my heart and my soul. Okay, so I would always deliver a good job, even when it's a little task. Then after this stage, when you're invisible, then you become visible. People start noticing you. People see, oh, who is this person? He's doing this job. You start meeting everyone. This is when you start meeting people and slowly gain their credibility and trust. After that, if you know how to create good contacts, I mean, it's not necessarily friendships, but when people really kind of like you, and there are many reasons why people like us. It's a different seminar topic, but I won't talk about it now. But it's you kind of make a contact, find out about people. People like you when you are interested in other people. We like people who are interested in us. So find out about your colleagues. Find out what are the things. Don't be narrow-minded and focus on one thing that you do. This is my job position. This is what I do, and these are the tasks I need to accomplish, and that's my box. I'm not gonna move. I'm not like that. You see, I'm interested. What's happening overall in the company? What are the big targets? What are the big challenges? So I was interested, so I was involved. I would talk to my colleagues on lunch. Hey, what's happening in finances? How good are we doing? Are the projects are doing well? What are the numbers? What I would be very curious because I would want to see a bigger picture. You see, success in career comes to those who are able to get out of the box and look wider, beyond their own little tasks and job description. So after you become visible, then if you're good and people like you, you slowly start becoming an influential, and then you become gain a credibility. That's when people gonna start listening to you. That's when people gonna start following you. Say, hey, you know what, this person, Mihai, he's making sense. Like he's contributing a lot. So this is how you slowly start becoming to the next level when you become a leader. When you become a leader, people really follow you and they trust you and they will follow your mission and give their heart and soul. Again, it's very hard to be a leader, but then it's great. It's rewarding because you're helping other people to progress as well. But if you, this is how you progress in career. And once you're a leader, your job is now my next step is for me is to create other leaders in the company, those who are going to be like me, managing and leading others. So that would be the next step. But overall, the career in the company is, in short, that's what it is. That's how it works.
Okay, thank you. So, but what are some of the key principles as being a team leader? So, what are some of the key things to really get your staff doing the things you want them to do and them feeling also good about that? So, what can you tell about that?
Yeah. First of all, you must, I always find the time to talk each of them because I'm interested in people and I'm interested what drives this particular team member. And and they share with me. And I do train them. I give them training weekly basis, once a week. And you have to motivate your team. And the way you motivate them, you kind of bring out the best out of them. Let's say team members performing, and if they're doing something well, you've got to, as a leader, you've got to acknowledge it, and you must embrace it and say, hey, this is fantastic, outstanding, this is just amazing. So you kind of encourage it. By encouraging, you're motivating them. Sometimes you need to do you need to kick some butt as well. It's true, without that you cannot it's happen. But you do it in balance. You kick some butt, but then you also give people that motivation, when you encouragement to go. And when they're producing, when they're doing well, they obviously get financially better reward. They also feel great about themselves, get this fulfillment. Wow, I'm doing well. And it helps them to grow as well. So it's very rewarding. And yeah, they need this daily motivation or weekly motivation. They need to be reminded about why are they there, why are they in the company. Need to have one-on-one sometimes to connect with them. It's a lot of hard work, but it's great.
Okay. What do you see as one of the biggest mistakes that leaders do?
That's a good question. Okay, biggest mistake is I've done that mistake. Okay, I put my hands up. I've done that mistake. Biggest mistake is when leaders don't listen, when the team gives a feedback. I've done it and it was my biggest mistake. Okay, I put my hands up because sometimes when they want to tell you, hey, we think this is not wrong, and I say, no, this is the mission, this is where we go. So it's biggest mistake when you don't listen as a leader. So you must listen. You must listen. You must listen to and hear them out. What is it that they're trying to say? So otherwise, apart from that, I think the second would be two mistakes only. Okay, first one, not listening. Second would be not praising them enough, because the praising is just plays a crucial role. We all, like, when somebody praises you, even when your husband wife praises you, you feel good, you feel like you want to do more. So this is another common and biggest mistake, not praising enough. So you kind of, leaders tend to be a little bit stingy, on saying, hey, what a great job you delivered, what an awesome performance, what a fantastic task, whatever. So not praising enough. These two. Roland, I think we froze.
Right?
Roland?
It seems
Yes.
that we lost you for a second, but now you're back. So what do you consider? What is a lot of people in company, they don't know actually what they want to do, and there are a lot of cases in wrong places. And so how, first of all, you find out from the people that to fit right people in the right places is one part, and the other part is how people can find out themselves what is really their best things to do.
Okay, so your question is that how to really place people in right positions.
Yes, yes, that's one part. You can start.
Okay. So how to place people in right position? I think when they start working, to be honest, as a leader, I think I suppose it's already natural to me. I recognize straight away the strength and the weaknesses of the person. And very quickly, so obviously when you see someone's is not good on the phone and you keep and they came and they becoming like salespeople and they don't like, they're dreading a sales call, then of course you have to quickly make a decision and see at the same time you have to see what is the person good at. Maybe they're actually, and I've discovered that we brought a person who was like saying, I was dreaming to become a salesperson. It's my dream, it's my skills. I'm like just fantastic at it. And less than probably a week later, I've discovered that the person is actually a great IT person, web graphic design, but not the salesperson. So you kind of discover all this by observing, by analyzing what's happening. You can actually very quickly identify the strength and the weaknesses of particular person, and then you have to save yourself a stress and time and money and stress to that person. You have to quickly move them to the position that you think they would be really suitable for, or you have to fire. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, but on the person side itself, then how could people really find out what is their thing to do? Or actually, Elmo asked here, how did you know what you want? Because a lot of people don't know.
So Elmo asked, what question? How do you know what you're good at?
Well, how did you know? How do you know what you really wanted? Like, what is you and what is your true gift, so called?
Yeah, like for me, as I already said, like I knew, like I started like kind of inspiring and motivating my friends around when even when I was working as a nanny, even when I was working as a waitress, as a dishwasher, I was always finding the way to talk to people, to motivate them to do what they want and so on. So, and then I realized that I actually can help them to actually make that change and then take a step further, take a leap and make a big progresses. So I've discovered that. But then how do you know what you're really gifted? As I said already previously, I think I mentioned it before, I can come back to this. So I said that you must, when you realize what is it that you do that you really enjoy doing, and you do it better than many other people actually. So that's kind of your natural gift, natural talent, you know. And then you have to give it to people. So do it. You might not get a financial reward for it in the beginning. You might just do it like that for free, for fun, whatever it is. But then slowly, if you keep doing it, if you keep giving it, like I said, if you discover your purpose and your passion, your gift, you are, and you're giving it, then you're contributing. But if you have that gift and you keep it, let's say you have a beautiful voice. Oh, I always say about my ex-husband, he is fantastic guy, absolutely amazing guy, had a talent in music. He could produce beautiful soundtracks, but because that was his gift, and he would record it in his bedroom at home, but he would never post it on YouTube. He would never call our friends and play in front of them. He would play after they're gone. So he has these gifts and talents, but he doesn't give it. So he's not contributing it really. And that's why the gift is not finding the way out. So once you know you're good at something and you like it and you're better than many other people, give it, contribute it, and give it away, even if it's for free. And you will see how it's gonna grow and develop and develop and develop, and you're gonna start receiving lots of feedback, like good feedback. You know, people are gonna say, "Hey, you know what? That thing you told me or that thing you did, it's so good, you know, it helped me or I enjoyed it or something." And then you realize, wow, you know, I'm good at it, I love it, enjoy it. And that's how you discover it. I mean, don't try hard, let me discover my passion. It will come to you once you're doing something you love to do and you're good at.
Okay, thank you. So, but here's a question from Kaupo about he actually is read your book, ebook. So he asked about comfort zone. So how do you get out of the comfort zone? Because a lot of cases that's one of the things that really stops people.
Good. It's a good question. What's the name of the guy or the girl?
Kaupo.
Kalpo.
Yeah.
Kalpo. Okay. Interesting
Estonian.
name. Where is it? Romania? Bulgaria?
It's definitely Estonian.
Estonian. Kalpo. Okay. Thank you for the question. It's a fantastic question. Comfort zone, it's like I wish I had my flip chart now. I would start going into full seminar, you know. Comfort zone is like that. Like anything that you're scared to do, this is outside of your comfort zone, right? But the comfort zone has interesting thing. It's like when you do something you're scared to do and you do it several times, you become immune to it, you become used to it, and it's easier to do every time you do it. It's easier, easier, and then your comfort zone expands. And then you know that the thing is, when you need to do, again, they say everything we need is outside of our comfort zone. So you will have to come out of it. You know, first when I first been asked to go to Poland and give this presentation, speak like in front of, you know, I don't know, it was a small group, about 20, 30 Polish people. And when I've been asked to speak, I've never ever done a public speaking before, apart from in my bedroom, you know, in front of my friends. So it was huge outside of my comfort zone. So to me, it was like equal to probably, I don't know, death. I was freaking out. So when I went there, I knew that I had to push myself. Even sitting in a plane, I could feel the tension. So I was feeling the tension like while I was in a plane. I was feeling a tension while I was in a taxi. I was feeling a tension when we walked in the room. So, but it's my comfort zone. So once I'd done it first time, by the way, it was horrible presentation, and it was very bad, but I've done it. I've done it. You see, once I've done it, then I knew that I have to do it again in order to kind of get used to it and start expanding my own comfort zone. So I done it again. It was easier, but it was slightly better and easier. Then I done it third time, fourth time. Now, anytime I can go on stage, you know, and speak in front of thousands of people, and that's fine. So the comfort zone expands. Once you take that step, do it. You will feel fear, you will feel uncomfortable, you will feel terrible. Do it, then you repeat it again until you get better at it, and keep expanding your comfort zone. So it's just as simple as it is.
Right. Actually, if people have any questions, you can now start giving us more questions. On right side, you can see the chat box. So just give us some more questions if you have. So, but for so far, can you tell a little bit that you're going to be in 8 different countries this fall?
Oh
And
yes.
workshop. Well, can you give a little bit what people can expect from that?
Yeah, so I am starting this, well, already started with the Lithuania, this UPW Unleash the Power Within workshop by Anthony Robbins. And this is the workshop where we do one full day where I share a little bit of few strategies from Tony. I share some tools and some experience from my own journey. I also give also, of course, I give you motivation. I give you that kick in the butt, and then set you to the right path. I help you to understand how to progress, you know, step by step, how to overcome the fears, how to train yourself to think like a winner, to think like a champion, you know, to think no matter, to train you train your self confidence muscle, because that's crucial, that's everything. Because one thing I'm discovering more and more by working with people is that fear, it's not a number one thing that is stopping people from achieving their goals. Okay, it's not the fear. Number one thing that is stopping people from achieving their goals and dreams is no self-belief. They just simply don't believe they can achieve it. Just because of that, more and more I see this on experience. More and more I'm realizing this is the number one thing. And it's so, so crucial, like in anything. If you don't have self-belief, you will never get that dream job. If you don't have self-belief, you will never approach that girl of your dreams or guy of your dreams and win them. Never. If you don't have self-belief, you will never make money, like a lot of money. It all comes down to your self-belief, and it's so crucial. It's almost the most important thing. And it starts from that, you know. So yes, I will teach you how to manage that your little me that talks, you know, you cannot do this, you're not qualified, you're not good enough. But how to grow your big me inside when you say, hey, I can do this. I'm just like Donald Trump with 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 10 fingers, you know, and I am just like him. There's nothing is missing, or whatever. And I can do the same thing. You know, you have to train your self-confidence muscle. So this is just a few things that I will be sharing with you at the workshop.
Right, thank you. So anybody
And
interested?
by the way, I will be, so I've done Lithuania. I'm gonna go to Latvia next week. Then I'm gonna be in Romania, Bulgaria, Estonia, of course, Thailand, and what else? Cyprus. I'm gonna be in Russia as well. And what other? Did I miss anything, Roland? I think that's it for now.
Yeah,
I think
you.
this is for few countries, yeah. Oh, Hungary, yes, Hungary, of course.
Okay, so we have one more question coming
Yeah.
from Helena. So how do you go after a setback? What to do to get over with from the negative experience?
Good question, Helena. Helena, yeah. Thank you for the question. How to get back on track after the negative thing? And you know what? Guys, seriously, everyone experienced this. I just had experiences today. Probably sometimes you would have to experience every day. But this is the quality you must absolutely train in yourself and grow in yourself. The resilience and resistance means when you had a setback, you sit down and say, hey, it happened to me. It's nasty, it's unpleasant, I don't like it, I'm hurting, it's painful, I've lost a friend, I've lost whatever money, I've lost whatever it is. It hurts, it's nasty, it's disgusting, I don't like it, I'm feeling horrible. Again, like I said, let yourself have that little pity party. I mean, the girls would understand. Men, on the other hand, they tend to kind of close it inside and put the veil on it like it never happened. But we women, like, we need to kind of, you have your pity party, you know. If you need to cry, you need to be sad for a day, let yourself to have that, you know. But again, comes the day, next day, again, to dust it up and say to yourself, what happened? I cannot change. It's my past. You know, I cannot change. I cannot go back into this and make it different. I cannot go back into yesterday and do things differently. You must have made a mistake, or somebody must have made a mistake. But then just think about that. Hey, this is what happened. And most important thing, shift your focus, because the depression, the upsetment, the failure comes only then when you start focusing fully on how horrible it is and what is gonna be and what is gonna do to you and what's your life is going to be about. And because of that focus, you're gonna start doing the crappy things, attracting all the rubbish in your life, and everything is gonna go after that. It's like a snowball, you know. It's gonna roll. So you have to say, it happened, it was yesterday, I closed the door, I cannot change it, unfortunately. But hey, here's the thing, where am I moving next? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do differently today, now? What am I gonna do differently? Where am I gonna move next? So you focus, and you focus on where you want to be versus where you don't want to be. Because I'm telling you, whatever you focus on expands. Everyone, like many speakers says this, it's what you focus on expands. So if you focus on negative, all the crap in your life is going to expand. If you're focusing on the way you want to be, you're going to bring it into your life. That's what it is.
Okay, thank you. So I don't see any more questions at the moment. If anyone still wants to, there's now is the last chance. What else? What are some of the things that you can say for like empowerment to people that they will just need to do starting today to get their life into better shape, into better order, in whatever way they want? What will be some empowering things you will say?
I think, main thing that I always say that many people, they're living today, they're not living their dreams because they're living their fears. And that was said by Les Brown, and that's very true. And the thing is, if you look inside you, there is so much potential, there's so much incredible power, there's so much in you. And if you continue living on the 30%, operating on the 30%, then that's what is going to be in your life. But once you start thinking that there is no boundaries, let yourself shine, let yourself fly. Even if you fall down, doesn't matter. Fall down, get hurt, come back again and keep going. So my wish to you, the empowerment is start living your dreams. Stop living your fears. Let yourself be whatever it is. Bring out your talents. Do what you love. Go after it. Switch off the television. Switch off the bloody television, and just pick up the dream book and start writing down what you really want. What is it? You want to buy a house for yourself on a beach, and that's your dream. Write it down. What is it that you want? Start writing your dreams and then start looking at it every day. Do the power hour every morning. Get up in the morning. Stop dragging yourself out of bed and go into the kitchen. Another day, another work. Shake yourself and say, hey, another day and I'm alive. Start being grateful for your life, even for the little things. Once you do, start writing your dream book. Start writing your gratitude work. I'm grateful for my life. I'm healthy. I'm grateful for my life. I can see the sunshine. I'm grateful for my life. I can walk. I'm grateful for everything I have. Be grateful. Shine every day. Stop dragging yourself. Come out in the morning, energize. Put on the motivational video. Is it Les Brown, Donald Trump, Richard Branson, Jim Rohn, whoever it is, Oprah Winfrey? Listen in the morning. Get your mind ready for the day, so you don't walk around thinking, when is the day's over? When am I gonna get home to my couch, to this bloody television? Just live your dream. Live your life fully, and you're gonna get so much reward. You're gonna enjoy your life so much more. You're gonna achieve so much more. It's incredible. The opportunities, you won't believe but how much anything is possible. If me, the girl who came from little village in Kyrgyzstan, without knowing any language, without having a 1 penny in her account, came to this big city, London, and started a Kyrgyz house restaurant, became the managing director in one of the biggest in London office, and the biggest seminar organizer in the world. Me, the little village girl from the Kyrgyzstan. If I can do that, anyone can do that. Anyone can do anything and achieve anything. And if you are here today on this webinar, that tells me something. That tells me you want something more out of yourself, out of your life. You believe in yourself, because you wouldn't be sitting here and listening to me. Why? Why would you take this hour? But that means you have the fire inside, and you have an achiever already in you. You have a champion in you, and you're just looking for little tools, little support, little push in the back, little kick in the bum. This is what you're looking for, and that's the reason you're here. So don't let the fire go off. Continue. Pick up your dream book, write it down, take the steps every single day. Do the power hour in the morning, write down your dreams, take the project, focus 1 hour every day, just go for it, and guarantee you the magic happens. 3 months from now on, you won't recognize yourself. This is what I have to say to you.
Thank you. I get all bumped up here now.
Thank you.
So we get some questions in. So if people want to ask, so let's give them the opportunity to get the answer also. So Kaupo is asking again from your book, I guess. The breakthrough comes in crisis. Could you
Yes.
explain that?
Oh yeah, Kalpa, thank you. It's a good question. Once my uncle told me, that breakthrough comes in crisis. Same for him. And because what happens is when I was in crisis, that moment, remember, I think I wrote it in my book when I was coming back from this 12-hour long shift in the cafe, and I was so sick and tired of this every day going to the same little cheap cafe and washing dishes, and my feet were killing me, and I was making trivial money, so little that I couldn't even cover my rent pay and bills and anything. It was good that I could eat in the cafe, so I didn't need to buy any food. Otherwise, I would probably be hungry every day. But and I was working. It was real crisis because my phone was off mobile. I couldn't make call to my mom. I couldn't pay my light, so I have to use like a candle. I couldn't pay the heating, so it was damp in the house, and I was coughing all night because the damp would get into my lungs, and I would be coughing all night. But that was total crisis. That was something that made me realize that's the rock bottom. And I thought if I don't do something about my life, I'm just gonna die in this freaking room. One day somebody's gonna find me in that room. And I thought to myself, this is the time I do something about it. So when you come to the point when you hit the wall and you have nothing to lose, you become brave. You become courageous. You have nothing to lose. I'm just gonna go after whatever it is, and you find this more strength because it kind of hits you. And the thing is, a crisis can actually also break you, or it can make you. So, but breakthroughs do come in crisis as well, very often, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you. We have a question from Janina.
Yes.
Do you have a mentor? And if yes, how he or she has helped you?
Oh yes, thank you, Janina. It's a great question as well. I have been mentored by Veronica Tan, one of the CEO of founders of Success Resources, for last, I don't know, 2.5, almost 3 years now. And she helped me probably to kind of learn how to really be successful in the business like that, in a big business like that, and lots of things. Because I'm by nature quite impulsive, quite hot-tempered and fast. So she mentored me to learn the patience, to learn the ability to listen, the ability to understand, And one of my biggest mentors of all time is my uncle. His name is Talent, and he's the one who gave me so much, build my character, because he used to trust me like big projects since the age of about 16. He would just give me like a bunch of money and say, I want you to refurbish the whole house here. So that means I would need to outsource the builders, bring all the logistics and everything. So that built me a lot because I've learned the responsibility. So mentor is important. It's a good question, and mentor plays a big role in your life. You have to have a role model, or you have to have a mentor, because mentor is good. It will help you to guide, and it complements you, gives you those bits you're missing. It will give you, train you, and help you to grow those good qualities in yourself.
Okay. Clay has a question.
Yeah.
Do you feel you have a guiding voice inside you, or can you tell like anything about like how to find this, like the voice inside you that tells like the God's voice, or how to tell like?
Okay, maybe I'm not sure I understood it 100%, but maybe it's something. The voice, I suppose, it's like you. It's maybe he's talking about intuition, because if you, what was the name of the guy who asked the lady?
Clay.
Clay, yeah. Clay, I think what he meant is that do you follow the intuition?
Yeah.
And absolutely yes, because I don't remember if I was telling Roland or someone else. I was just telling recently that absolutely when you're about to make a big deal, or when you're about to do something, and you just don't feel it's right, I don't do it. Before I used to just take it no matter what, but now I do listen to my gut feeling, my intuition, and it's usually 90% it turns out to be right. Yes, we have to. It's something that we've been given, I don't know, by God, by universe. It's in us. We do have the gut feeling that helps us, guides us, sort of like helps us to make a decision. Yes.
Okay. So Kerry is asking you, is a mentor the same as a coach?
I think a mentor can be, it's almost the same. The only thing is mentor doesn't necessarily have a special strategies like a coach. Coach has a special strategies, tools, techniques. It will help you to achieve your dreams. It's more like coach is more like someone you really hire for yourself, and mentor could be anyone. They usually mentors are, you don't need to pay them. Usually coach you have to pay them, and mentor they can mentor you without paying. It could be anyone, could be someone you know very successful. They can help you with advice, they can help you with feedback, they can help you with something. So this is the main differences. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take the very last question.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Asel, for giving those great answers. I believe people got out of it a lot of things they can use. At least I saw people was thanking for you for the answers. So,
Thank
but the last questions from Alexander is really cute.
Okay.
Can you
Yes.
tell us the one thing that makes you smile every day?
Can I tell you what?
Can you tell the one thing that makes you smile every day?
It's a good thing. I think what makes me smile every day when I actually go on my Facebook, and then, we all go on Facebook, right? So I probably spend about 5-10 minutes a day on Facebook, because I go there and then I read messages from you, all the guys, um, people that came to my workshops, people that maybe listen to my webinars, and then they write very nice messages, and then they thank you messages, or little breakthroughs that they had, or little progress that they made. It makes me smile because it makes me feel like it makes me fulfilled. So this is like, I know that I'm living my purpose, and that makes me smile every day. Thank you for the question.
All right. Thank you very much, Asel. Thank you, everyone, for attending this webinar interview we had. And if you're looking for more, just find out your local promoter and find out when the event is, and you have the opportunity to meet Asel quite soon.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Awesome audience, and I wish you all the best, big success, and just go for it. This is what I have to say. Thank you.